all of a sudden there's like black smoke coming out of the engine.
Welcome to 10-Minute Travels. With me as always is Phil Freeman.
And with me as always is Shane Patrick. And tonight we have a very special guest, Tia Shoemaker, a really good friend of mine. And she grew up in Bush, Alaska.
Let's get right to it, shall we? You know about the amount of roadlessness in Alaska? You grew up around bush pilots. And you are a fixed-wing pilot. Do you remember your first solo flight, your first solo cross-country flight?
My first solo flight, we're out on this lake on skis in a PA-11, and my dad jumps out of the plane. And I was like, all right, you got this. And
That was a moment.
call me an idiot, but I didn't realize that's what a solo meant. I was just like, oh, cool. Let's wait.
You did well.
You weren't there for the solo part, but thank you. Anyway, I took off, and actually I did one round around the patch, and then the second round, I go to take off, and all of a sudden there's like black smoke coming out of the engine, and I'm getting over the trees, and I've got 1900 RPM, and
So for those that don't know, is the engine working hard or not working hard? Or
the engine's working very hard,
okay.
and I'm not getting much power, but I'm just enough to get over the trees, and so I get it kicked around and come in, and my dad's on the ground with a handheld, and I can hear him over my headset, and my dad doesn't like freak out ever, but he was kind of freaking out because he could see just a black smoke pouring over the engine, and his 16-year-old kid like in there like trying to fly around, and he's like, "Get on the ground, just kick it around, get on the ground, what's going on?" And I wasn't paying attention because what he always said was, "Don't worry about anything extracurricular, fly the airplane." That's what I was doing, and I wasn't answering him back, and he was like asking all these questions, and I was not responding. And so I just remember like getting around and coming in, and I remember it was like a really hot approach because I didn't do my full pattern that I had been taught to do, and got it down, and it was fine, but it was very exciting in the moment.
And what was the issue?
The crankcase had cracked.
Oh, so it was kaput for a while.
The engine was completely done. It was ready to explode.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
Well, it's nice you had enough room to kick it around.
It was very nice.
Well, how many hours have you logged?
Flying as a pilot or being in an aircraft?
Like as a pilot in command, like 200, but that's only logged. Like I also didn't log it. After I got my private, I thought, oh, I'll never get my commercial, so why bother logging it? So I didn't for a long time. I've only recently started logging hours again. But yeah, I remember as like being a 4-year-old flying, these long cross-country trips, and my whole family packed in a plane. 4 of us in a super cub, and a dog.
What?
Intact in there, and
5 mammals in a super cub?
all the people we had to. And I remember, you sit back there, because I would usually get put back in the sin baggage. Being a little kid.
You're light.
And it was always so cold back there. And they give you a sleeping bag, but it's still super cold. And after a couple hours, my dad would be like, he would yell something at my mom. She would yell something at me. And I always knew what that meant. So I would like climb over the dog, climb over her, my brother, a couple guys. I'm kidding. My dad's lap in the cub. And he'd let me fly. I would sit there in his lap and fly. I thought it was pretty cool. Plus it was warm.
Right.
You weren't just
because the only heater only works in the front.
Where in the world have you traveled?
Canada, which is awesome and amazing. I really like their language. I've been to Mexico and Baja, Mexico, which is even better than Mexico. And the Cook Islands, from the Tonga in the Pacific. Fiji. And I've been to 3 different countries in Africa, Tanzania, Malawi, and Zambia. And I've been to Antarctica. And I've been to Italy, I've been to a place I can never think of the name. Dar es Salaam, which is super cool. I think that's it. And I'm going to China and Japan. And when I was 3, this is part of my parents deciding that they didn't want, like, we were little bush kids. One winter, they packed us into a 1964 Volvo. Yeah, we drove from, I think we started out in Palmer, Alaska, and we drove down all the way to Florida, but they wanted to hit, like, every state along the way. So we hit everything except one of the Virginias. And maybe South Carolina, or South Dakota. Yeah, I think we didn't hit South Dakota. But other than that, we hit every state. And they had, the best part is, they had clients, hunting and fishing clients, that they knew all along the way. We never paid for hotel. So that was nice.
Yeah, that's a pretty, there's a lot of zigging and zagging on that route.
There's a lot of zigging and zagging.
The Volvo, what an engine.
Yeah. And I drove that thing in college.
That same car.
Yeah.
And
So it went to Florida.
And went.
And then it went back.
I
And then-
say I do, but
Where'd you go to
Yeah.
university?
I went to University of Idaho, Moscow, Idaho. There's really good bird hunting down there, so I had to go.
What else? What do we not ask? What?
You didn't ask what I want to be when I grow up.
Oh, didn't we?
We asked when you were a kid what you
Right.
wanted
Yeah,
to
I
be.
wanted to ask that one.
So
Actually-
now what do you want to be? when you
Yeah,
grow up?
I want to know that one.
I remember saying as a 4-year-old saying I want to be a dog musher and a mom. That's not me. So if you ask what you want to be as a kid, it really doesn't represent what you want to do now. when you grow
Well,
up.
what do you want to do now?
Oh God, I don't know.
What do you think you
I want to be a
can do?
responsible human. I don't know.
Ooh.
92. He had a good run.
Oh,
Yeah.
anything
that's a good
over
one.
70.
That's
no.
plenty.
Everything over 14. Sorry.
Hmm.
Everything over 14.
So now that the podcast is on, can I do interview questions?
Well, we should sign off,
We're in.
Okay.
and
yeah,
then
we should.
and then you can do whatever you need to do.
We should sign off technically. Who wants to do it?
Well, I think you should thank her for something. You've known her for a couple decades.
Like 22.
It's your favorite.
You're on
Uh,
speakerphone.
Well, thanks for having me, Phil and Shane. It's been a pleasure, and I enjoyed recording a podcast with you guys.
Tia, if no one says it, you're amazing. Thank you for coming by. This will have been our 4th episode, and our first guinea pig as a guest. Bye.
It's funny. Sorry.
Yeah, more of a hamster. Round and round the wheel.
Public school, never. Signing off. Did anyone ask the question to her yet? Can I ask one last question?
Ask one last question, Phil.
Why would you travel?
Because it makes you a better human.
Take your time.
Yes.
In every aspect. And because you'll learn to vote yes on Prop 1.
Okay, gang, that's it. Just remind you one more time to make sure your sense of humor matches your sense of adventure.
Oh, weren't we supposed to do a joke? I want to do a joke.
I can tell a joke.
You got a joke? Is it a clean joke?
No?
Oh, she can out joke me, actually. I'm
Who
out.
has those? Okay, I do have a clean joke. I have a clean joke.
Great.
You tell.
I was told once you should have 3 clean jokes. That's kind of a...
I have 15 of them.
4 and a
They're not
half.
very fun.
We'll get there.
How do you make a tissue dance?
You put a little boogie in it.
Oh, you're good. Why do elephants paint their toenails red?
I don't know.
To hide in cherry trees.
What?
Have you ever seen an elephant in a cherry tree?
There you go.
Did you see surgery?
I like that.
Wait, I have one riddle to go with
I
it.
didn't hear what you said you there.
One riddle. How do you
Moving
fit an elephant in a Safeway shopping cart?
Very carefully.
No. Very funny, smart. It's a riddle. You have to. It's a spelling thing. Take the S out of safe and the F out of way.
That's the third time you've knocked that over.
That was Tia Shoemaker. If you want to learn more about Tia or listen to more 10-minute travels, please check us out at 10minutetravels.com.
And we want to remind you to make sure that your sense of humor matches your sense of adventure. And please like, subscribe, and share this podcast on all the platforms.